I'm starting to feel this Obama again.
No, you're not.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
Does that make you sad?
No, I know it's not true.
I'm a dreamer.
A dreamer?
I'm a dreamer.
What kind of dream is that?
I just want something different.
What do you mean by
something different for this country?
This is just
what kind of dream? What, to have a black president?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As a white guy. What kind of dream is it to have a black president?
Really? So
that's crazy.
So forget black people's dreams. So you're just saying we just had no dreams our entire existence here.
It's not a dream for Anthony. It's a nightmare.
No, it's
why? What do you think he's going to do, Anthony? He's going to make having guns in your home illegal. He's going to what is he going to do? Get revenge for slavery? Is your ultimate fear?
No, I just think my already ridiculously high taxes will be even higher, and will go to various programs
that I. It has nothing to do with blackness. Well, it does have something to do with black.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, he's going to give all the money to Negroes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, it's this. You know what it is?
How do you think that's what he's going to do?
It's this phoniness. I don't like. I don't like this whole phoniness.
As opposed to what? George Bush's honesty?
No, that's phony too.
So
I don't like that either.
You just want any white, as long as you don't care if it's a white guy's phoniness. Is there a genuine white guy out there?
I think like Bill Clinton. There were genuine white guys out there that were actually trying to do what he felt was best for everybody, black, white, whatever. Like Bill Clinton, he was a jackass. You know, he liked getting a little more than he should have, I think, while you're in the office. But I seriously think the guy had good intentions.
And one of those good intentions that he had, did any come to fruition?
Yeah.
Any?
No.
Nothing. Give a black president. It'll only be 4 years. Give him a chance.
I just see that as being the beginning of the race war.
Just stop.
And he's a light-skinned black. It's not like they're giving us like.
Dude, are you listening to? Is any white people listening to what he's saying?
It's not like they're giving us.
Or do you just look at him and go, "Wow, he speaks so well."
Kill Whitey?
Well, not kill Whitey, but. Here's what black candidates, black entertainers, black politicians that are already in. Here's what they do that they don't think white people are listening. When they get in front of a large group of only black people, they say crap that they think the white people aren't going to hear. We hear it.
Well, here's my big problem, and this is I have said this, that if you're a black presidential candidate, you cannot look for the support of black people, and I'll tell you why.
Ooh, okay.
I'll tell you why. Because of what you just said.
Yeah.
White people, see, black leaders in this country are always picked by who white people hate. Black people don't vote for our leaders.
No.
And our leaders are always, if you notice, people that white people hate.
Right.
Al Sharpton, they hate him.
Farrakhan.
Hate Jesse Jackson, they hate him. And like Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell aren't our leaders.
Uncle Tom's, they call.
They're not our leaders.
Right.
But they should be because they're black. So if I was a black candidate, I'd make sure that I didn't distance myself, but I would make sure that people didn't feel that white people who have to vote for me to be president didn't feel like I was going to only support black folks. As soon as white people see that black people love you and you love them back, they're not going to vote for you. So whether you do or not, and the thing is, if you don't support, they're still going to vote for you if you're a black president. So even if you don't support black people as a black candidate, when you get up to that point where you might be the president, we're going to vote for you anyway because you're the black president.
But just because he's black.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just like to.
That to me reeks of phoniness.
As opposed to what sincerity white people have.
Just like dopey,
you're not voting for him because he's black.
Huh?
You're not voting for him because he's black.
No, I've heard what he says.
Really?
Colin Powell is black, and before he made that ridiculous faux pas at the UN by kissing George Bush's ass and going in there and coming up with all kinds of cockamamie chemical warfare vans driving around Iraq, he was definitely a viable candidate that white people would have voted for. Absolutely.
You?
Yeah. Given the right circumstances. Running against retards.
Yeah, not black in the right circumstances.
I'm kidding. Look, Barack Obama.
Why don't you just say it?
What?
You're not going to vote for him because he's black.
No, it's because I don't like. See, no, that isn't true. Other people are going to vote for him because he's black, but I know what the hell he stands for.
What does he stand for? What does Obama stand for?
Obama stands for helping, let's see, the impoverished. And by that, I mean poor black people.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But if you say that it means just black people, then people go, oh, you're saying everybody that's impoverished is black? And then it starts that whole thing.
There's more poor white people than poor black.
There are because of population.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem to, work that way with black politicians. They will
Does
usually
it work that way with white politicians? Do they?
Yes, we're guilty as hell, these stupid politicians. Then why do you think they're always reading in front of a school full of black kids? Give me one goddamn politician during an election year that sits in front of white kids and read to them.
Why aren't they allowed
constantly reading to little black kids?
Little black kids.
But it's all they do.
And I reject what you're saying. Just because you're saying it with passion doesn't mean it's true. I've seen them read in front of little white kids.
No,
and little Puerto
never.
Ever.
It's
really?
always, there's 20 little black kids around, and the book's open, and they're all reading to the black kids.
As a matter of fact, I think it was a school full of white kids that the president was reading.
And that reeks of phoniness.
During 9/11. It was just
oh, really? A class full of white kids?
I believe so.
That one? Yeah, show me a picture.
There you go. You just reject. I'm reject what you're saying until you prove it.
I want to see.
I want to see your goofy.
You always see it. You
win.
always see it.
All right, then I can say the same thing. I always see what you're saying. I see you see it. You see the white kids
punch
they
up
read in front of
politicians reading kids, and then pop every goddamn picture up.
Punch up Negro children reading.
No, you don't even have to put Negro in.
You don't have to put Negro children, white politicians reading. Stop it, Anthony. Just say you're not voting for him because he's black, and let's move on.
No, you're trying to oversimplify this for me.
It's more complicated than that.
And then I'll say that you would just vote for him because he's black.
Of course.
Okay, then I'll vote for him because he's black. I won't vote for him because he's black.
I don't care what his politics are. It doesn't make a difference. Don't you see black people?
That's what Oprah's doing then that's exactly what Oprah's doing.
So?
Momentum.
Okay.
But why can't white you support each other because you're white all day?
All right, I'll fess up.
Yes.
I'm not voting for him because he's black.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Now let's get to momentum, racist.
I'm a racist.
If his name was Cliff Barnstall, you might vote for him. Colin Powell has no white person gonna vote for somebody named Barack Obama.
He's light skinned black too. There. It's not like they're giving us a Forrest Whitaker black guy.
If it was fun. It's Jesse Jackson on TV.
Yeah.
He's our leader, but we didn't vote for him. But he's our leader because y'all don't like him.
You saw what Andrew Young said, right?
No.
He says that Bill Clinton is more black than Obama and has probably been with more black women.
Who cares?
Well, because there's a lot of people nervous now with Oprah and Obama that Clinton's campaign is slowing down a bit.
Thank God.
And Andrew Young came out and said, look, the Clintons are into the black people too.
Who wants a woman?
They're all going for the black vote right now.
No one can have a woman president. It's not acceptable.
Well, Oprah doesn't even want a woman president. She went for black over woman
because she has a monthly. She knows that what her decisions are every month is against. Like I see what happens to my girl every month, and if she had to make a logical decision
during that time,
the world would be over. If there was if during her month, you know what she said today? She said her hair hurts. Like she feels like cutting off all her hair because it hurts right now. And if you had a button that control rockets in front of her when her hair hurts,
instead of hair, it would be the Koreans hurt.
Yeah, are you out of your? Why don't you shut up, Africans, and then launch a missile?
Yeah, the Koreans hurt right now. I need to get rid of the Koreans.
They hurt me. You can't have an emotional creature like that running the world.
They're in menopause stage. I'm sure it gets a little better.
Oh, that's right.
Little hot flashes, maybe, but
Hillary's winding down.
She's winding down a little bit.
She's winding down.
And how much of a woman
she's at
was
the hot
she really?
flashes?
She's having a hot flash.
Hot flashes. That womb is drying up like a prune.
And she got to drink soy milk every morning to get that estrogen count back up.
She drinks Ensure.
You don't want your president drinking Ensure in the morning.
Ensure.
That's some old lady milk. Keep her beard from growing.
Old lady milk.
Hey,
Keep her from getting lupus.
see, I'm more in the camp of I don't give a crap, by the way. I just like the excitement that Oprah is bringing to this whole race right now.
Excitement?
It's fun to see 30,000 people showing up for an Obama rally
No,
because
it
Oprah's
isn't.
there. She's like doing Book of the Month, and she's like Candidate of the Month. It's all coming
Let me tell you what
together.
I didn't like about the Oprah thing. When Oprah went to Iowa, stumping for Obama, she gets up there and sounds like Oprah Winfrey from the TV show.
Okay.
Because there were predominantly white people in the audience.
Okay.
She goes down to South Carolina. It's 30,000 black people. She gets up there, and this is a quote from her. She goes, "I ain't here to talk about no books. I ain't here to talk about no books."
You know why?
That's friggin' Oprah. It's phony.
Well, no,
it's
it's not
a put
phony.
on. It
It's not
is
phony.
phony. Oh,
It's not phony.
stop
Let me-
it,
let me-
Patrice.
let me explain
it's
to you.
phony.
I'm going to explain to you real quick.
All right.
Okay. White people only have
Ant's getting nervous that we might have a black president. You can hear it in his
Yeah,
voice.
I'm not nervous.
White people only have one cultural thing to answer to.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, if you have to answer to relate to two different things, like if you fish, you have to use bait to catch different fish. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't just, some fish you need a worm, some fish you need another small fish. You don't relate to people the same way. Black people like to hear somebody go, y'all, sometimes. I ain't hear no book. And they go, you know what? I like that. White people like to hear you go. I talked to a friend of mine. I will not say his name. He can say his name if he wants to. I was talking about that dumb Ricky Hatton and how I was having trouble, the Ricky Hatton Mayweather fight, and how I was having trouble making a decision because Mayweather annoys me a little bit, just with what he does. But I had to choose over him or this white boy from England. I chose Mayweather. Okay? And I said, why is it that white people can't let black people have nothing?
What?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
What?
Listen to me. Why is it that you just, it's like your fury towards us won't stop?
Are you kidding
Wait a minute.
me?
I'll say this last thing. He goes, he had to run down to me why I'm not famous. Like, he goes, a guy like you should be a millionaire.
That's what I agree with that.
You know what he said to
wholeheartedly.
me? He said, all we want you to do, and this is for white people, white friend of mine, all we want you to do is just be polite. White people want black people to go, yes, sir.
Polite. No.
Just to be a guy
Where are
who
we?
makes you feel comfortable.
No.
That's why you're nervous about Barack. He does make white people feel comfortable. But when you get into that, that's why white people will hate. They don't hate the color. It's the confidence or the arrogance,
That
so they
ain't
speak.
right. It has nothing to do with that. It's not so much I want you to make me feel comfortable.
You do.
I don't want you to make me feel uncomfortable. There's a difference.
try to
There's
work-
a
don't
big
double-talk
difference.
me.
I don't need anyone coming up to me
Anthony
going,
just tried to
yes,
me
sir.
just now with words.
I don't need anyone, black or white, to come up to me and go, yes, sir, no, sir. I don't need that. I don't care. But don't come up to me with an effing attitude.
That's
For
what I'm
no
saying.
reason.
You don't understand. It's not an attitude.
What is it?
It's flair.
Flair. And then, wait, and don't run away from what I was saying about Oprah before. You saying with the different types of bait for different types of fish.
Okay.
So she feels the need to go up in front of a crowd full of black people and say, I have to relate to these people, so let me sound completely uneducated. Uneducated.
It's not that.
Yes, it is.
It's where she might have been. Now, if she's in front of the NAACP, she's going to go, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to say to you this evening. Now, Oprah is super famous.
Of course.
Okay? Today we have to say this. And in front of those black people to be like that. In front of people in South Carolina at certain places, it's just like R. Kelly. White people know R. Kelly from I Believe I Can Fly. I can believe I can touch.
We know him
black
from something
people
else,
know
too.
him from in that. But black people know him from Booty. Booty. He sings a song where he just goes booty. And it's a different relatable thing.
Well,
like Martha Stewart doesn't have to relate to a hip hop kind of world, and she doesn't have to relate to old white people. She just has to relate to whoever gravitates towards her.
Let me tell you something. Then how come you take a white politician? Let's take Rudy Giuliani.
Okay.
If he goes down south, he's not going y'all. He's still a guy from New York. And then when he goes to the Pacific Northwest, he doesn't have to drink Starbucks in a rain slicker doing heroin.
Exactly.
And then when he does it, why then this phony put on, let me try to relate to the different types of black people.
Maybe it's a freedom that she is that, though. Oprah,
she's not.
Listen, Oprah has to be a certain way on her $1 billion show that mostly old white
so
women
that's
support.
phony.
It might be. It might be.
Okay.
When she goes someplace, when you're free to be like, it's a loot. You ever go to a black party and a white party? I know this is black, but we are different. Black parties, people dance.
Thank God you said it.
White parties, people drink.
Yeah.
It's just as we're different. And when you go up and go, I ain't here to support no, because she knows black people, what they feel about her is like old funky Oprah with old book club, right? And she has to go up there and go, man, I'm as down as anybody. Like Brian Gumble. I saw Brian, where I turned with Brian Gumble, he was talking about when Muhammad Ali lost to Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
And he cried like a baby. But he's not a gangster, but there's a blackness, there's a pride there, but still you have to go out sometimes.
You guys got to lose that crap.
I agree.
You gotta lose it, or we'll never ever be a single nation of white and black
Really,
people living together.
That'll be it.
That'll be the final thing.
Is that the racial deal we're making? If Oprah can go and speak the same way to everybody, the same way she speaks to white people or black people,
Part of it.
Why don't you speak black?
I'm not big. Well, let's look at me. I'm not sitting there talking about spaghetti and meatballs 24 hours a day because I'm Italian, and I'm not sitting there with my Italianness dripping and my Italian pride and wearing a little fedora and looking like I just got off at Ellis Island.
But that's the wonderful thing about white people.
Yes,
and that's what holds us back as black people.
It does.
What holds us back is that we have to support blackness sometimes. Sometimes we shouldn't. So like Michael Vick, we shouldn't be galvanizing because white people are not supporting. But anytime white people, and this is the thing about how we feel about y'all. Anytime you're talking, it seems to be a condescending you people. But white people don't have you people. You have individuality. You can hate another white guy. You don't have to. Your millions has nothing to do with his millions. If Fan does something, if Fan goes out and kills somebody, white people will not go, you have to stop that. They'll just go, that boy was bad.
All right.
But we do talk about the white shooters that do those school shootings. They're always white kids.
You dismiss them. That's what I'm saying. You do have that in your blood where you can dismiss your criminals. We just don't have that.
Well, that's your problem. You got to figure that out.
I don't know how to figure that out.
I don't know either. But hey, it should be pointed out that Hillary Clinton did the fake Southern accent.
Oh yeah, she did. Well, she's the phoniest. She's the phoniest bitch ever.
Right,
ever.
So white guys aren't doing anything phony.
All right, listen.
No, they are. Absolutely.
Hold on, I just rang the bell.
Eat my watermelon here. I'm upset.
Bell.
I know.
I know. That's why I was laughing hysterically.
That was really funny.
Our fruit came, and Patrice has man, I've never seen more watermelon in front of a person in my life.
That looks really juicy and good, though.
I got some dumb pink grapefruit, and you got watermelon.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to, just because white people might see me. When we come back, I want to talk about...
Uh-oh. Sit down.
What happened?
He's getting,
This is what I'm saying, the magic that white people have over our brain.
Sit down!
It's not, though. You guys have won for years now. You just can't face the fact that you're winning, and you're still, acting like it's 1969. You're winning! Enjoy your victories. You're just going around still like, oh, my God, we're still the most persecuted thing on the face of the earth, blah, 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 blah.
True.
You're winning!
We're not winning.